Good morning, students. This is the lesson of class 9th for the subject of geography, topic earthquakes, causes and effects, which is covered in chapter 8 earthquakes, starting on page number 68 of your textbook and is being submitted to you on 19th of July 2021. So children, earthquake is defined as a tremor below the surface of the earth which causes shaking of the crust. That is the endogenic sudden force. As you can see in this picture, the earthquakes are caused by the strain in the earth's crust which release as tremendous energy in the form of sudden shock. A series of shock that results from sudden earth movement along a fault is known as seismic waves. So these are the seismic waves, more clear in this picture. The waves spread out from the seismic focus. This is the focus of the earthquake and cause widespread destruction. Now there are various factors causing earthquake. These factors which causes earthquake are: first, volcanic eruption. During volcanic eruptions, hot gases are pushed upward and they push violently the earth's crust, causing earthquakes. So volcanic activity and earthquakes are interrelated. The second factor is plate tectonics. Most earthquakes occur on account of plate movements. When two tectonic plates slip past each other or collide, their edges produce faults along lines of weakness. The tectonic earthquakes are most frequent and more powerful, as Bhuj earthquake of Gujarat in 2001 occurs due to lowering of Indian plate below the Asiatic plate. The third factor is folding and faulting. Horizontal and vertical movement in Earth's interior causes folding and faulting. This causes displacement of rocks in the crust. Such an imbalance causes earthquake. Number 4, man-made or anthropogenic factors. Now, the construction of huge dams, nuclear explosion, blasting of rocks, mining, etc. near fault zones are responsible for earthquake. Koyna earthquake in Maharashtra is due to the construction of Koyna Dam in the seismic zone area. Now children, let us discuss about the anatomy of an earthquake with the help of this picture. The earthquake vibration travels in their three types of waves. First is the P wave, shown with the red color. It is also termed as the primary wave. Primary waves are the first wave to be recorded on seismograph. They can pass through the solid, liquid, and gases, all the three states. That's why they can travel through the liquid outer core, but get refracted here due to the change in medium. The second is S waves or the secondary waves, shown here with the blue arrows or blue color. S waves were recorded after P waves, and it can travel through the Earth's interior but not transmit by liquid, means the molten state or the magma chamber. Next, third is the L waves or the long waves. It travel along the surface of the Earth outside. That's why it is termed as surface wave. Now here S waves makes the inhabitants feel the ground motion. The point of origin of these waves, or means the seismic waves, is called the seismic focus, which is being shown in the picture here. So this is the seismic focus from where the seismic waves originate. The point on the Earth's surface directly above the seismic focus is called the epicenter. It was just perpendicularly above the focus. So this is about the anatomy. Now let us discuss about the measurement of earthquake. So earthquake can be measured by the seismograph, Richter scale, and Mercalli scale, which helps to measure the direction and intensity of an earthquake. The direction of movement of waves and their passage at a particular point is recorded by an instrument called the seismograph. So this is a picture showing a seismograph. It also calculates difference in arrival of P wave and the S wave, which is used to calculate the distance between recording station and the epicenter. Richter scale measures power and intensity of an earthquake. As you can notice, with the increase in magnitude, it will be more powerful. On a scale of 1 to 9, whereas Mercalli scale grades earthquake on a 12-point scale. An earthquake of magnitude above 6 is more destructive. Others will be moderate or minor. Now children, the effects of an earthquake. Here we are going to discuss first the constructive effects. Energy get released. Earthquake helps Earth to release its stored up energy, which keeps Earth in good shape. The second effect is landform formation. Earthquake may raise or lower parts of Earth near the seashore. Landslides triggered by earthquake cause formation of lakes in the Himalayan region. Now students, before going any further in the topic, let me ask you a few questions, after which you may pause the lesson for 3 minutes to write down their answers. So your questions are: first, fill in the blank. The point of origin of seismic waves is called dash. Second, write 2 factors causing an earthquake. And number 3, name the instruments used to measure direction and intensity of an earthquake. So now the time slot for writing the answers is over, children. So let us now discuss their answer. Answer number 1 is seismic focus. Answer number 2, earthquake causes due to volcanic eruption, plate tectonics, folding and faulting. And number 3, seismograph, Richter scale and Mercalli scale are used to measure the direction and intensity of an earthquake. Now let us discuss about the destructive effects of earthquake. Out of that, first is collapse of structure. So during an earthquake, houses and other buildings collapse, causing great loss of life and property. The second destructive effect is the submergence. It is also causes submergence of coastal parts. Yes, say for example, Dwarka of Gujarat gets submerged under water, under the sea, uh, after the earthquake, after the Bhuj earthquake. Third is earthquake has changed the course of rivers in the past, results in area unsuitable for agriculture. The fourth effect is landslide. As if you can notice here in this picture, it destabilizes the loose rocks, leads to landslide and destruction of life and property. Fifth is fire. During earthquake, fire break out due to inflammable material, broken gas pipes and bursting gas cylinders. Oil refineries and electric wire also catch fire. Next effect is tsunamis. A tsunami is a large destructive ocean wave that can be generated by disturbance that rapidly displaces a large mass of water as earthquake and volcanic eruption. In 2004, Indian Ocean earthquake triggered tsunami on 26th December 2004 is the deadliest tsunami on record. Next is flash flood. Shock waves damage dams and embankments, and water stored there spread speedily, causing flash flood condition. This is about the effects of earthquake. Now let us discuss about the distribution of an earthquake class. Most earthquakes originate from plate boundaries where an ocean plate and land plate converge. Submarine ridges are formed. The underlying rocks are unstable and subjected to movement triggers earthquake. There are made three major belts of earthquake. First is the Circum-Pacific Belt. This is the Circum-Pacific Belt. It has about 70% of all the earthquake, covering the overall Pacific Ocean. California in USA is highly prone to the earthquake. Similarly, Japan, Philippines, and Indonesia are further more examples. Second is the mid-continental belt. About 20% of earthquakes occur here. It covers alpine Himalayas range in Eurasia, this region. Number three is the mid-Atlantic ridge, this one. Areas along the mid-oceanic ridge and many islands near Atlantic ridge are part of it. In this ridge, two tectonic plates move in opposite direction. So this is all about the earthquakes and their causes and effects. Now you have to complete your homework. You have to complete the back exercise uh, given at the end of the chapter, out of which you have to cover A part, answer the following, and B, explain the terms. With that, you have to draw the diagram of an earthquake, which is given on page number 68 of your textbook. So with this, I conclude this interactive session. Thank you.